You adopt the traditional thief sign position, wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your left hand. No one seems particularly impressed.
Welcome, welcome. Sometimes I think I will go crazy if I don't have someone to talk to other than the other cockroaches around here. I don't know. It would be a shame to lose you so soon. The best places to steal from are the most dangerous. I do not think you are ready just yet. Actually, I'm getting used to this shape. I can climb walls and ceilings really well now. I can run and be stealthy at the same time. Best of all, I never have to go hungry. I never realized how tasty moldy leftover garlic stew can be. A good thief has many skills he can depend on. Thieving is more than just being in perfect physical and mental condition. Thieving is more than just climbing a rope at a grapnel or the side of a building. It is more than attracting hordes of beautiful women with your debonair style. A good thief practices his knowledge and abilities constantly. There are not many thieves' marks left around here. Most have worn away. In a big city where the guild is active, you can find marks all over. Acrobatics is a skill which is much underrated by thieves. A good acrobat can spin his body farther than the best jumper. He can cross a tightrope over the most dangerous chasm. And he can always moonlight as a circus performer in a pinch. There is more to stealth than just sneaking around. You need to know when to hide as well. It also helps to carry oil with you at all times. You never know when you might alert someone as you open a squeaky door. With a little knowledge and the right tools, picking locks is a snap. First, you need the right tools. That Mark II kit you have that looks suspiciously like mine is perfect for the job. Next, you need keen senses and strong nerves, knowing that any mistake you make could be your last. Lastly, you need plenty of practice. Just don't get yourself killed getting it. That would be very embarrassing. I'm afraid I'm not in shape anymore to teach you the basics. You will need to have someone else show you the ins and outs of pickpocketing. Besides, this is hardly the right place to learn such a thing. You need a city with plenty of rich merchants and tourists to really be a success as a cutpurse. Some place such as Silmaria, perhaps. You and I can work together and return this guild to its former glory. New thieves will swarm here to be taught by such master thieves as ourselves. I can teach them well, stealth and hiding, and you can teach them everything else. The Mordavian Thieves Guild will be notorious again. That is, of course, assuming anyone can cross the swamp and avoid sinking into the morass or being dragged to their deaths in order to get here.
You do. There's something dark in the alcove. Could it be at last the fabled black bird for which so many have been searching? You strike a mighty hammer blow at the glass case. It just sort of looks at you through its glass eye. You need to either build up your strength or try another approach. You deftly pick the cabinet's simple lock and take the healing potion you find inside. Hector the hexapod happily... There is a cold feet. You see a small statue that matches the description that the chief thief gave you. The bag makes you look a bit like the rumor guy. Better stick to adventuring, it pays better. You pick up the statue in the shopping bag, carefully avoiding any contact with your own flesh. The statue glows briefly as it slips into the bag, then subsides. Hey, cool move. Not. You cautiously used a sack to pick up this statue in the first place because you knew touching it would kill you. And now you want to take it out and experiment with it? You give the blackbird a quick peck, then return it to your pack. Maggots and weevils scurry about trying to find a new hiding place. You decide that they're not exactly your taste in titbits, so you replace the loose brick. You carefully open the window and enter the darkened upstairs bedroom. The old man seems to be having a restless night. Every few minutes he shifts position in the bed. Occasionally you can hear him mutter, "Anna," in his sleep. The house is filled with old furniture that was once of high quality but has suffered from time and neglect. The bedroom window looks out on the street below. The house door is heavily barred. It's a wardrobe for storing clothing and such, sort of a portable closet. There's a footlocker next to the bed. There's an oil lamp near the bed. The old man probably uses it to light his way up the stairs, since you suspect that he isn't a terribly heavy reader. It's an attractive, but not particularly valuable, music box. The couch looks as though it's seen better years. It's badly worn and starting to sag. The table and chairs look as though they haven't been moved from their present positions in quite some time. The desk consists of a simple tabletop closed in by two hinged doors. It doesn't have a lock. You carefully oil the hinges on the wardrobe doors to prevent telltale squeaks. You search around in the wardrobe, but the only thing loose and portable is a garlic clove that has come loose from the garlic braid you see in here. You carefully oil the hinges. In the pocket of one of the pairs of pants in here, you find some money. You add 20 kopecks and 1 crown to your purse. The chest is locked. It wasn't really designed for this, but you find you can do a fine job of repairing your armor and equipment with the thieves' toolkit. Maybe you can become a tinker when you tire of thieving. Searching the nightstand, you find a small gold locket on a chain. It says "Love" on the outside in well-worn lettering. Inside you see the tiny paintings of 2 faces. One of the faces is of a good-looking young man. A glance at the old man's face and a little imagination shows that it's probably his portrait from when he was younger. The other face is of a young and lovely woman. This picture is marred by a spot where some liquid has dripped upon it. You close it and put it in your backpack.
Anna, is that you? Oh, Anna, how you loved that music box I gave you. Anna, how I love you. No, you are gone, and I am alone. An old man dreaming foolish dreams. Anna.
You hear the sound of the old man falling back asleep. It doesn't budge. The old man stirs in his sleep and calls out, "Anna! Anna! Is that you?" After a few moments he rolls over and returns to sleep. You find a small bottle of healing potion, which you take. You also find a large book, too bulky to take with you. It's a diary. The author was working in Castle Borgov when the boyar was still around, and mentions a secret passage in the boyar's crypt. Interesting. As you reach for something to stow away in your pack, you find a small hand broom. You put it away in your pack before stopping to think that you really have no use for such a thing.
What? Who? Anna, is that you? What? Who is there? Dmitri, is that you? Help! Thieves! Vampires! Dmitri, come quickly! Help! What?
You see that this is filled with junk. Pawing around on the odds and ends, you pick up a dagger, 1 crown, and 11 kopecks as the only things worth taking. Let's get a couple of things straight. 1. The chest the mug was on is open, so there's nowhere to place it. 2. The mug is so ugly you don't want it. You attempt to pick the lock on the Burgermeister's window. Jackpot! You open the drawer and find a large key, 7 crowns and 15 kopecks. You put the key on your keyring and the money in your coin purse. This is a tough lock. You need more practice. You close and lock the window behind you to avoid arousing suspicion. You tell the chief about your break-in at the old man's house.
It seems you do really well under pressure. It is a pity that we can no longer fence things here. You could probably earn a lot of money.
You tell the monster about your break-in at the Burgermeister's office.
You seem to be most daring. Is there nothing that you fear? You will make a truly excellent chief thief someday. So you managed to get the blackbird from the monastery. Very nicely done. Such a shame that it's a fake. Still, it could be useful. Very useful. However, you never know just what it can be used for. Wonderful! Wonderful! I won't have to scuttle in the shadows all the time. I won't have to have unsavory eating practices. Thank you so very much.
This does not look like the type of person your mother would want you hanging around with. Still, it's an improvement over the monster form. You reach forward to shake hands with the restored chief thief, but he avoids your hand.
No, you mustn't touch me. You have done me a favor, but that doesn't mean I can trust you that far. I am all right, I guess, but I'm having a difficult time adjusting to walking on two legs again. Other than the fact that there are no other thieves here, and that we are not likely to get any in the near future, this is a wonderful guild. If you excuse the fact we can't fence anything here either. After I became such as I am, many of the members left. One thief said that I was no longer fit to be chief. After I showed him how fast I could throw daggers with these feet, he didn't say much. Never said anything again, as a matter of fact.